Hi everyone, I just wanted to do a quick video showing off the classic mode because I haven't actually done that yet, and I think it's really worth devoting a video to this because the classic mode does quite a lot. It does more than you might think just from looking at this menu. So we have this big button up here, activate classic mode, and when you click that it's automatically going to check all of these checkboxes, and if I deactivate it then it will automatically uncheck them. And what these do is it deactivates the skill shadows, so it will no longer show skill shadows. You won't have access to clear physics, advanced selection, so that's like selecting the direction of the lemmings. You can't frame skip, gets rid of the helper overlays, and it also deactivates skill queuing as well. But it does more than that as well. So if I hover over this, it also stops assigning whilst paused. So whilst the game is paused, you can't assign skills. It stops the lemmings from being highlighted. The tunics no longer change colour when you hover over them. And also, normally you can jump to the minimum or the maximum release rate by pressing the right mouse button on the release rate buttons. But in classic mode, it gets rid of that as well. It also prefers release rate rather than spawn interval. So I've got activate spawn interval display checked here. So normally it would flip the release rate buttons and it would display it as spawn interval instead. But if you're in classic mode, it displays it as release rate because that is how that feature was introduced in the first place. So again, it's just to make it more like the classic game. It also limits the replay features to saving and loading from only the level preview and post view screens. So you can still use replays, but you have to load them from the preview screen or save them from the post view screen having successfully completed the level. Or not, you can save unsuccessful replays as well. But it stops you from being able to save and load during the game because obviously in classic Lemmings 1 you couldn't use replay features. So really what this is it's just a way of taking this sort of super modern engine which has got loads of features, it's got loads of helper tools, and just by pressing this button it changes it into classic Lemmings, which is just something I've always wanted really. And so, you know, finally managed to kind of build it into this game, and yeah, it's really cool. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to show you this level. All of my usual hotkeys will not work. So if I go to get the splat ruler out here, it's not going to work. I can't frame step. I have to just play the level in real time as it was originally intended to be played. Now I've already made a mistake, so I am gonna rewind. What you can do in classic mode is use the rewind key. I've decided to allow that simply because rewind is more like a sort of real-time feature. You know, it's something that you can rewind if you make a mistake, but it's sort of, it's much more of a real-time feature basically than frame stepping. With frame stepping you can really sort of zoom in and you can really change the assignments and really kind of get quite sort of surgical and microscopic with it. But with rewind it is more of a real-time feature. So yeah, sorry, I'm having to concentrate now because it can be quite difficult this level when you play it in real time. That should be enough for that side. Now I can also fast forward as well. So yeah, again, if I press the right mouse button on these, it doesn't jump to minimum and maximum like it normally does. I have to actually incrementally increase it, and I've made a mistake here, so I can rewind to there. There we go. But yeah, it's just so, I love it. I really love this classic mode. it makes it so much more like playing on a classic engine, but it is a modern engine, so I've got the benefit of being able to save this replay. If I want to go back out to the menu, turn classic mode off, I can do that, and then I can come back and play the level using the more modern features if I want to. And of course it's got this sort of customized display. It's just we're very lucky on the Lemmings forums to have the option to play the game in this way. I just wanted to show this feature off because I'm really proud of it. It's something that I've worked really hard to get into the game, and I hope that you give it a go. I hope that you enjoy it, and of course I hope that you switch it off as well and enjoy the game without it as well, because obviously it is nice to play with the skill shadows and with the frames skipping and everything else. I enjoy that just as much as anyone, but it's also nice every now and then to hit that classic mode button and just enjoy the game as it was originally designed. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.